It's getting that time of year again when people and kind of Christians post all this false propaganda that Jesus is the reason for the season when it's not really that. Well, they might point out that this other saint, or such as Saint Nicholas Myra, but even though he was the patron saint of sailors and children and all the thing there, did he ever talk about Jesus, the Lord Jesus Christ? There's pretty much stories. And some of these Christians are being just so kind of convoluted on their thinking and their mindset. Well, if you look at the pictures of Saint Nicholas, they show him. They show him like wearing a mitre hat, as he was like a bishop. Now, what does the bishop's hat mean there? It's if you do some a research there, it points back to where the imagery and the symbolism points back to Dagan, was the fish god. Who is Dagon? Well, name of Dagon seems pretty much short of forming this mythical creature of a dragon. But don't let that lack of the letter fool you. This fish god from Assyria, worshipped also by the Philistines and the Babylonians, and wreaked havoc throughout the biblical narrative. And even Israelites themselves pray to this worship of this mermanish idol. And according to mythology of Dagon, Dagon was the father of Baal, and many of us will recognize the name of Baal from either Sunday school classes or a simple personal procedure through the Old Testament. And other nations worship Baal and cause Israel to stumble by having the nation incorporate the practices into their daily lives. And it's one thing there, with the biblical, the narratives. And you're gonna love this there, because it's absolutely foretelling. In the book of Samuel, 1 Samuel, chapter 5, verse 1 through 8, after the Philistines had captured the Ark of God, or the Ark of Covenant, or they took it from Ebenezer to Ashdod, and they even carried the ark into the Dagon's temple and set it beside Dagon. And when the people of Ashdod arose early the next day, there was Dagon falling on his face on the ground before the ark of the Lord. And they took their Dagan and put it back in its place. But the following morning, the next day, they arose, and there was Dagan again, falling on his face on the ground before the ark of the Lord. His head and hands had been broken off, and were lying on the threshold. Only his body remained. And that is why, to this day, neither the priests of Dagan nor any others who entered Dagon's temple at Ashdod step on the threshold. Now Dagon literally bowed before Yahweh. In fact, the second time it happens, his head and hands were just literally cut off in an ancient way, removing or cutting off the life force of this supposed deity housed inside the idol. Now, I'm going to be pointing out that also that September 25th is not the day of the Christ's birth. It's pretty much centered on the summer solstice. So it's pretty much heathen anyway. And also ties back on Nimrod, Semiramis, and Tammuz. Pretty much Tammuz was pretty much born on that day, September 25th. And there were pretty much other ways of God and Baal worship there. And it's just not of the Lord Jesus Christ. And Nimrod was once almighty hunter before God, before he betrayed God and built the Tower of Babel to make war with God. It's pretty much historic percent there. But this is William Trotsky presenting you to the truth there. Don't fall for these false carnal Christians' testimony on there. And Nimrod was also a tree worshiper. And that's this in fact of idol worship, of bringing the Christmas tree inside the house, decking the wall with these silver rolled decorations, which I'll probably elaborate another video on how wrong this is, that you should not be doing it there. But all these carnal Christians, they love their sin. They like to rationalize their sin by proclaiming their freedom or liberty issue. Their testimonies pretty much mocking God. They're we're telling God that I don't really want to follow your ways, but I don't want to be I'd rather be convoluted there, and I want to mislead the others into damnation by false teachings and doctrines of devils. But this is William Drosky. I just remind you to shake the money tree. Go to my website there, dumbexpert.com. If you want more access to me, just subscribe to my Patreon channel there. If you're looking for ways to earn money from home, more cash flow increase there, hit me on email on my any of my social media or through my website. And don't forget to shake the money tree there.